Deepotsava. Let us begin today's session with a few prayers. Can we display the prayers, please? Nama Om Vishnu Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin So this festival, Diwali, the festival of lights, I was telling you that a lot of memories associated with this since our childhood, and we enjoy this festival especially because of the fireworks and a lot of sweets that we get to eat. This evening, we are going to discuss some interesting
पण झाडा लागतो बघ काय सांगणार तुम्हाला इथं अर्ध्या लोकांना मित्र
Jagabandhu, are you ready with the slides? Hare Krishna. Am I audible?
Yes, Prabhuji, audible. You are audible.
Okay.
I'm ready.
So let's move on. Let's move on to the first slide. So we dedicate this session to our beloved spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada. Let's begin. Let's move forward. So what is the meaning of Diwali or Deepavali? So the word Deepavali has got two root words. Deepa means light, lights. Avali means a row. So an array of lights. So Deepavali means an array of lights. So it is a festival which is celebrated with lot of lights. Now lights also signify knowledge, while its counterpart, darkness, signifies ignorance. So that is why when we go forward, we'll see the next slide. There is one interesting uh, verse that we all know. Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritangamaya, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So this is an Upanishadic statement. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad state, do not stay in illusion, go to the eternal reality. Do not stay in darkness, go to the light. And do not keep taking material bodies, become immortal. Let there be peace. So, tamasoma jyotirgamaya. Let us move from the darkness of ignorance towards the light of knowledge. That is the special significance of this festival. Now, during this month, that is the Kartik month, which we call it in Indian calendar, October, November, generally it is very dark. It is a winter season, the beginning of winter season, probably in India. And in order to, you know, come out of this darkness, both physical darkness and the darkness in our heart. So there is a recommendation of the scriptures that we light lamps. So lighting a lamp signifies two things. One is the physical darkness we are getting out of it, and also the spiritual darkness within our heart. We have to get out of it. We need to uh, switch on the light of knowledge. So that is the significance. So all the scriptures, they tell us, don't remain in darkness, come to the light. Don't remain in ignorance, come to knowledge. That is a special prerogative of human life. Let's move forward. Let's try to understand some historical incidents connected with this festival of Diwali, some legends connected with this festival. The first one is very interesting. We all know about it. When Lord Ramachandra completed his 14 years of exile, along with his brother Lakshmana and mother and his wife Sita, when he came back to Ayodhya, the citizens of Ayodhya, they celebrated this coming back of Lord Rama by lighting the entire city with lamps. They decorated the entire city with lamps. And this is the first Diwali in the entire history of mankind. This signifies that Lord Ramachandra has now defeated Ravana, who signifies ignorance, and now he has come back to the Ayodhya city to rule over the city. And coming of the Lord, welcoming of the Lord signifies light, brightness, illumination. And that's how the citizens of Ayodhya celebrated the coming of homecoming of Lord Rama. So that is the first and the most well-known legend or pastime connected with Diwali. Let's move forward. There's another very well-known uh, Leela or well-known incident connected with this festival, well known in the ISKCON world. So it is the Damodar Leela. We all know about this sweet pastime of Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna, as a child, he was very naughty. Once he broke the butter pots hung by Mother Yashoda, and Mother Yashoda became very angry at Krishna for this mischievous act. So what she did, she took a stick and started chasing Krishna. And Krishna, even though he's the supreme Lord, he is he was playing the part of a small child. He was running away out of fear, and Mother Yashoda was chasing after him. And finally, she caught him and she bound Krishna with a rope around a wooden mortar. And this gave Krishna a special name, Damodara. Dama means ropes, Udara means belly. Since Mother Yashoda bound Krishna with a rope around his belly, Krishna came to be known as Damodara. Now, to celebrate this very special pastime of Krishna being bound by Mother Yashoda, we observe a month-long festival called as Deepotsava. During this month, the devotees of Krishna, they sing a special song, Damodarashtaka, and they also offer ghee lamps to Lord Krishna. It is said that anybody with love and devotion, if one offers if one offers a ghee lamp to Lord Krishna in this auspicious Kartik month, immediately such a person attracts the attention of the Supreme Lord Krishna. Now, an important feature that we need to remember about this Damodar Leela is that even though Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, he gets bound, he is ready to get bound with his love, with the devotee's love. Love is something which attracts even Krishna. So, there are great yogis, there are great tapasvis who are sitting and performing tapasya for thousands and thousands of years, but such people fail to get even a small glimpse of Krishna. But look at Mother Yashoda here. She is able to bind Krishna, the Supreme Lord. So through Damodar Leela, Krishna is telling all of us, look, I'm very easily available if you want. All that you need to pay for me is your pure love and devotion. So to remember, to reminisce this special pastime, Leela of Krishna, we observe this Damodar Leela. So this Damodar Leela also happened during this Diwali period. Let's move forward. Diwali is celebrated for 5 days. So each day has got a significance. Let's go day wise, okay, and try to understand. Now, day one happens to be today actually. Let's move to the next slide. Day one, it's called the Dhanteras, also known as Dhanvantari Trayodashi. Now, what is the significance? Today happens to be Dhanteras, and Dhanteras is especially very opulently celebrated in North India. Now, what is this Dhanteras? Teras means 13th day, Trayodashi. It is on this day that the father of medicine, an incarnation of the Supreme Lord Krishna, known as Dhanvantari, appeared from the ocean of milk when the Devatas and Danavas were churning it. And Dhanvantari appeared very dazzling, and he appeared with a pot of nectar or Amrita. Also, it is Dhanvantari who is uh, the the first physician. So that is why this day is also celebrated as uh, Ayurveda Day. He is the one who inaugurated the system of Ayurveda. That means Diwali signifies prosperity. It signifies immortality. You know, as we saw the Upanishadic statement, Asatoma Sadgamaya, Mrityorma Amritangamaya. Let us move from the darkness to illusion. I mean, to brightness, to light, from illusion to knowledge. Let us move from death to life. So, Dhanvantari is uh, signifying life. He's signifying the health, overall health of all people. So that is how this festival is celebrated. The first day, the spiritual significance is this appearance of Dhanvantari, who is also an incarnation of the Supreme Lord. So whoever actually has understood, or whoever is pious, or whoever is devoted to the Supreme Lord, such people are actually protected by Dhanvantari. Anybody who simply remembers Dhanvantari, it is said that all kinds of illnesses can be immediately cured. That is the power of remembering the Supreme Lord. So that is what we are supposed to do today on the first day. Let's move forward. Day two. Now, what is day two? Day two is tomorrow, and a very special, again, an incident connected with Lord Krishna's life happened on this day. It's called Naraka Chaturdashi. It is the day on which Lord Krishna slayed this demon called Narakasura. Narakasura is also known as Bhaumasura because he happened to be the son of Bhumi Devi, Mother Earth. So even though he was the son of Bhumi Devi, this Narakasura, he was very demoniac. He had evil qualities. So what he did was he actually captured the entire 14 planetary systems, especially the heavenly planets, Indraloka. He brought it under his control. And then he captured 16,000 young unmarried girls and he had kept them in his prison. And he had also insulted the mother of the Devatas, Aditi, by taking away her earrings. So, in this way, he had actually performed a lot of sinful activities. So, Indra and all the Devatas, they came to Lord Krishna in Dwaraka and begged for his protection. The Supreme Lord Krishna is the one who gives protection to his devotees in all circumstances. So, when the Devatas were affected by the atrocities of Narakasura, they all appealed to Lord Krishna, and Lord Krishna immediately uh, came to this place called Pragjyotishpura, which happened to be the capital city of Narakasura. So he came there on his Garuda, on his eternal carrier Garuda. He was also accompanied by one of his queens, Satyabhama Devi. So Krishna and Satyabhama, they fought against Narakasura, entered the well fortified city and destroyed it completely. And finally, there was a fight between Krishna and Narakasura, in which Narakasura was killed. And all the 16,000 young princesses who were held captive by Narakasura were now set free. But all the 16,000 princesses, they chose Krishna to be their master. In fact, they surrendered to the Lord and said, "My dear Lord, now, according to the societal norms, we are actually fallen. Neither our parents will accept us back, nor we are married that we will go to our husband's place. So we are nowhere to go. We don't have any shelter. We request you to give us your divine shelter. Accept us as your maid servants." This is how the princesses appealed to the Lord, and the Lord immediately accepted their request. And all the 16,000 young princesses were taken to Dwaraka, and Krishna expanded himself into 16,000 forms, and he got constructed 16,000 palaces in Dwaraka city, and he lived with each one of the queens simultaneously. So, this particular pastime shows us that if we are uh, in any danger, the best thing is to take shelter of Krishna. And when you take shelter of Krishna, you will be the most happiest person. Just like the 16,000 princesses, they didn't have any shelter, so they seek the shelter of the Lord. And the Lord is so merciful, He accepts the prayers of His sincere devotees and He blessed them with His personal association. So the second day demonstrates the victory of evil, the victory of good over evil, the victory of good over evil. So Krishna killing Narakasura. So on this day, uh, especially in South India, it is celebrated by so all the members of the family early in the morning they get up and they actually do abhyanjana snana. What they do is they uh, smear their bodies with oil and then take an oil bath after that. So that's how it is celebrated, and that is about the second day. Now let's go to the third day. Third day is an Amavasya. It is the new moon day, and this day is specifically significant because uh, Mother Lakshmi is worshipped on this particular day. Especially for all the businessmen, it is very significant. They open a new account, new financial year in India for the businessmen begins on this day with the puja of Lakshmi Devi. Lakshmi Devi is the goddess of fortune, and everybody in this world seeks her benedictions. Whenever Lakshmi Devi blesses anybody, such a person becomes very, very opulent, very wealthy, very rich. But that same Lakshmi Devi engages herself in massaging the lotus feet of Lord Narayana in the spiritual world. So she is teaching us by her own example that if we render service to Krishna, if we render service to the Supreme Lord, Krishna or Vishnu, we can be most happy. And by worshipping Narayana along with Lakshmi Devi, one will get uh, unlimited opulence, boundless fortune, just like uh, Sudama was blessed by Krishna because he was a devotee of Krishna. Therefore, automatically he got the wealth benediction of Lakshmi Devi also. So Srila Prabhupada says, instead of simply trying to separately worship Lakshmi Devi and seek her fortune, seek her blessings, it is better to worship Narayana or Krishna. So if Krishna is pleased with us, definitely Lakshmi Devi will also bless us. So on the day 3, Lakshmi Puja is done, seeking Lakshmi Devi's blessings for wealth and prosperity. That is the third day of celebrations. Now the fourth day is celebrated as Bali Padhyami. So Bali Padhyami, another interesting pastime connected with an incarnation of the Supreme Lord. So we all know Bali Maharaj. He was actually a, a demon. He was born in a demoniac family, but he did not have any demoniac qualities as such. He happened to be the grandson of a great devotee, Prahlad Maharaj. So Bali Maharaj, he was uh, performing some yajnas, 100 Ashwamedha yajnas, because his guru Shukracharya had told him that if you perform 100 Ashwamedha yajnas, you can become Indra, the king of the Devatas. So even though personally he was not interested, but he was told by his guru, therefore he was following it. But then all the Devatas, they appealed to the Supreme Lord. See, now a demon is going to occupy the post of the kingly position of the heavens, and it is not according to the design of the universe. My dear Lord, please help us. So when they were appealed, when the Lord was appealed by the Devatas in this way, the Lord assumed a form called Vamana Avatara. Vamana Avatara. And Vamana Dev, uh, a dwarf Brahmana boy, he came to the sacrificial arena of Bali Maharaj and he asked for a charity. What is the charity he asked? He just wanted 3 paces of land in his footsteps, measuring his footsteps. So Bali Maharaj was actually surprised. You're coming to a big emperor and you're asking such small piece of land? So to which Vamanadeva said, actually, it's not good for a human being to be greedy, because for a greedy person, even if he has the entirety of everything in this world, he will still not be satisfied. So I just want these 3, small piece of land. So like that he said, but actually Vamanadeva tricked Bali Maharaj and he expanded himself into a huge, gigantic form. And with his 3 paces, with his first 2 paces, he covered up the entire universe and the skies. And then he asked, where shall I keep the third pace, third step? Then Bali Maharaj said, I don't want to fall short of my promise. Therefore, you please place your third footstep on my head. So saying this, he surrendered to uh, Vamana Deva. Hmm? And because of which he was sent to the Sutala Loka, one of the lower planetary systems, especially meant for the demons to stay. And there, did Bali Maharaj lose anything? Actually, no. He was having all opulence even there in Sutala planet. And he was also having the personal association of the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord Vamana was present as a doorkeeper for Bali Maharaj in the Sutala Loka. So this incident of deliverance of Bali Maharaj happened on this particular day, day 4, Bali Padhyami. The spiritual significance is that if one surrenders to Krishna, one is not a loser at all. One is a gainer by million times. One gets uh, both material and spiritual benefits by surrendering to Krishna. That is what we learn from this Bali Padhyami. Now, the last day, day 5, again it is celebrated, especially in North India. It's called Bhai Doj. It's a festival in which brothers and sisters, they come together, they exchange gifts, they wish well for each other, and uh, this festival is connected with the two children of Yamaraj. Yamaraj, he is a pure devotee of the Supreme Lord. He had two children. Of course, he has, sorry, not Yamaraj, uh, Surya Deva, pardon me, Surya Deva, sun god. Sun god, through one of his wives, he had two children, twins, Yama and Yami. So Yama is Yamaraj, Yami is Yamuna river. So Yamuna river, she and Yamaraj, they are brothers and sisters. That is uh, twin twin brother and sister. And to commemorate the relationship between these two foremost brother and sister, this Bhai Doj festival is celebrated. Especially in places like Vrindavan, this festival is very much celebrated very nicely. On the banks of river Yamuna, there is a temple, Yama Yami temple in Vrindavan, where there are huge celebrations happening. Now, interesting thing for us to note is both Yamaraj and Yamuna, they are engaged in service of Lord Krishna. Yamaraj, he is engaged in Lord's service by taking charge of punishing the evildoers after their death. That is the prescribed service that he has got from Krishna. And Yamaraj is also one of the 12 great authorities in spiritual science. He is one of the 12 Mahajanas, and Yamaraj is very well aware of the principles of Bhakti Yoga. And every now and then he has conversations with his servants, the Yamadutas, about the importance of devotional service and especially the chanting of the holy names. And Yamuna river, Yamuna, we all know, she is very dear to Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna performed his Leelas in Vrindavan on the banks of uh, river Yamuna. Now, these two siblings are ideal siblings. Both are teaching us that our life becomes perfect when we are well connected with Lord Krishna. So, the relationship between brother and sister can be perfected when both are connected with Lord Krishna. So, that is the significance of Bhai Doj. That is the fifth day or the last day of this Diwali festival. So, to recollect, day 1 is Dhanteras, appearance day of Dhanvantari. Day 2 is Naraka Chaturdashi, the day on which Lord Krishna killed Narakasura. Day 3 is Lakshmi Puja. From Lakshmi Devi, we learn that we have to engage in service of Narayana or Krishna. Day 4 is Bali Padhyami, the day on which Bali Maharaj was delivered by Vamana Deva. And day 5 is Bhai Doj, which is celebrated to remember the special sibling relation between Yamaraj and Yamuna Devi, both being devotees of Lord Krishna. So these are the significances and the legends associated with these 5 days of Diwali. Let's move forward. Now, how do we observe Diwali? What is the essence? I think you might have got this essence right from the beginning. We have been talking about it. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, there is an interesting verse. Krishna Surya Sama Maya Haya Andhakar Yahan Krishna Tahan Nahi Mayara Adhikar. The meaning is Krishna is compared to Surya, sunshine, and Maya. is compared, Maya or illusion is compared to darkness. Wherever there is sunshine, there cannot be darkness. Similarly, as soon as one takes to Krishna consciousness, one becomes a devotee of Krishna, the darkness of illusion, the influence of Maya, illusory energy, will immediately vanish. So, this Diwali, for all the devotees or the spiritual aspirants, it must be this one. It must be based on this particular verse. If, as long as we have the sun of Krishna, uh, you know, blazing in our hearts, then we will not be coming under the influence of Maya or illusion. So, the moment the sun of Krishna is not there in the heart, then we immediately come under influence of Maya. So, what is that light which we have to actually light? The lamp that we have to actually light this Diwali. Of course, we light a ghee lamp and offer to Damodara, offer to Krishna. But most importantly, while doing that, we have to light the lamp of Krishna Bhakti in our hearts. If the lamp of Krishna Bhakti, devotional service to Krishna, is always glowing in our heart, then we are always in a state of spiritual bliss. No more anxiety, no more material contaminations, no more influence of illusion. So we have to light this lamp of Krishna, bhakti, the devotional service to Krishna in our heart. So that is what we must do this Diwali. What do you all say? You can share your experience or you can share your views with me on the chat box right now. And this analogy is very interesting. Krishna Surya Sama. Krishna is compared to sun. Just like wherever there is sun, there cannot be darkness. Like that, wherever there is Krishna, Krishna's holy name, Krishna's devotional service, there is no influence of Maya. So, easiest way to get rid of this illusion, get rid of this darkness, this Diwali, is to chant the holy names of Krishna. So, if you simply chant the holy names of Krishna, it is like the light of Krishna, the sun of Krishna is in our heart. So, this Diwali, let us all pledge that we will chant the holy names of Krishna, which is the easiest method to keep the sun of Krishna always uh, up in our hearts. Okay, so let's move forward. We have an interesting activity for all of you. Let's move forward. If you have any questions or queries, you can post your questions or queries on the chat box, and I'll try to answer them. Now, as I already mentioned to you, we have to chant the holy names of Krishna. That's the easiest way to keep away from the darkness of ignorance. Let us chant now. We will chant 3 times the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. First, we begin with the Panchatattva mantra. You can chant keeping your device muted wherever you are, along with me. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So I request all of you to please chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra every day, at least 108 times. And that's going to be a great beginning of connecting with Krishna, of uh, keeping ourselves under the sunshine of Krishna, so that Maya, the darkness of Maya, is far, far away from us. So that is the significance of Deepavali, Deepotsava, and I hope the understanding and the pastimes that we shared in today's session will add on to your festival celebrations. You will be able to celebrate the festival with much better consciousness and much better understanding. So, wish you all a happy Krishna conscious Diwali, Deepavali, Deepotsava. Thank you all for being part of the session. We have the link posted in the chat box. I request you to please click on the link and give your valuable feedback. So, thank you once again for being part of the session. Hare Krishna.